Zen Master Bon Yeon on the right, your right, is our guiding teacher here at Cambridge Zen Center, Jane Dobish. Since 1993, she received Inca authorization to teach in 91 and transmission from Zen Master Sung in 2000. Before she trained in the Quantum School of Zen, she spent several years in Tibetan tradition and Vipassana. She's completed many 90-day retreats, kilches in US, Europe, and Korea, and taught around the world. She's editor of The Whole World is a Single Flower, a collection of koans by Zen Master Sung, and also the author of 100 Days of Solitude, Losing Myself and Finding Grace on a Zen Retreat, which chronicles a 100-day solo retreat that she did in New England, Winter Woods. And she lives in the Boston area with her husband and children and is a financial advisor. So I don't know what order they're speaking in, but Zen Master Bon Shim will also speak tonight. And she is our visiting teacher from Poland, and she's been living here with us for 2 months. And she's the regional Zen Master for the Quantum School of Zen in Europe. She also is guiding teacher of Zen centers in some places I can't pronounce, in Krakow and Prague, I can say that, Czech Republic, and Barcelona, Spain, and she lives at Warsaw Zen Center, where she began training and served as abbot for many years. She met Zen Master Sung in 1978 and received Inca in 92, and permission, it says permission to teach, that must mean she became a Zen Master in 2006. She has 2 children and 2 grandchildren. Please enjoy the talks.
No meditation. If you want to do, we could do a minute. Or not, whatever you like. Yeah. Oh, tonight is special evenings. We won't do meditation. I presume you are so full, so no point. So, hello everybody. It's great to see you. Wonderful group. And I hope you have nice evening so far. Good place and good company and excellent dishes. I appreciate so much. Many people work hard and came out with this food straight from the heart, so it tastes really good. And yeah, so this is, I'm really not familiar with tradition, Thanksgiving, and even though I come to this country often and regularly, this is my first Thanksgiving experience. Yeah, but I learned it's all about gratitude and harvest. So, and actually, gratitude, it is essential training in our Buddhist meditation. And so, I start to talk from the Buddhist perspective, and then I will tell you some gratitude story from a long time ago. And yeah, and I hope you will be satisfied. And yeah, and Bon Yeon will probably, Zen Master, she will tell more funny stories, so. So I come first because usually I talk more seriously. You have to understand, I come from Poland, it's a very serious place. Yeah, so speaking of gratitude from a Buddhist perspective, we have to reflect on these three marks of existence, which is impermanence and dukkha, a lack of satisfaction and selflessness. And impermanence, to reflect on impermanence, it's actually very intuitive in seeing how fast our life goes and how everything is changing very quickly. So with this practice, we become more aware of of every moment being very precious and being the only moment, never repeats, never it's unique, and yeah, so yeah, this everyday practice helps to be really aware of that. And if we have attentive moment, we can see our mind, which is already the second mark of existence, and it's dissatisfaction. We call it like not enough mind. So seeing this mind which is never satisfied, it always wants something more. So of course tonight your stomach is satisfied, and to satisfy our stomach it's not so difficult, but to satisfy our mind is much more difficult. But with the practice, we see this mind, and then we can replace with more attitude of gratitude, and then to even bring this mind to a level of emotional balance. So it supports the gratefulness, and I'm sure if you observe this mind, you can see that our capacity of to feel gratitude does not depend on our outside situation, on our circumstances, on our conditions. So I've met many people who have everything in the world, but still they are not satisfied. They cannot become fulfilled and complete, so they complain. And yeah, so with this attitude is basically and fundamentally about being open to whatever comes, whatever appears, and embrace it and accept it and learn from it and even use it. We can use good situations, we can also use bad situations. So just sitting together with Jane tonight, it reminds me of a time we spent together a long time ago, maybe 27, 28 years ago, when probably not many of you heard of this, but she came several times in a row to lead Winter Kyorche in Warsaw, the center where I stay. And we had good time, and we spend time in the interview room together and outside of interview room, receiving many people, and I trying to remember some funny stories, but I think Jane will tell funny stories. So my point is that many students in Europe, actually, the time when she arrived, there were no teachers in Europe. So for many students, it was really appreciated. I'm learning from Jane, and for me also personally, it was appreciated because in meantime, when she came, I became a teacher, and it was a wonderful ceremony to have. The Inca ceremony is always wonderful, and Zen Master Sung San was there, and many people, more than you're here now. But then everybody left, and I had nobody to train with, so there she was. And it's funny to see the karma, how it works, because of the, my coming here many times already is the result of our teaching together 25 years ago. So my point is, it's we're sowing the seeds every moment, and sometimes we don't see the result for a long time, but it's so important to pay attention, because you cannot go back, you cannot return back. So to appreciate this moment and to pay attention to this moment is very important. And so there is another aspect of this Thanksgiving holiday or tradition. It's a harvest, yeah. So I believe we all had a good harvest year. We cut plenty of ignorance grass, and this ignorance grass is like a fertilizer. We can sow more seeds of enlightenment and wisdom and compassion. So many people can benefit from that. It's very quiet. Good. Very good. This mine. Don't know mine. So I want to thank you for being here and for coming to practice in this place, and I hope to see you all more and as often as possible. So, thank you.